Polling stations have opened across the United Kingdom and voters have been arriving to cast their ballots. This is the second general election in just 2 years. A high turnout is expected because an additional 2 million people have registered to vote since the snap election was called in April. Sarah Monice joins us now from outside a polling station in Islington, North London. Hi, Sarah. So polling booths are open. Are the voters already trickling in?
Yeah, they are. The polling booths have been open for around 2 hours now, so we've seen a good steady stream of people filing into this polling station behind me and a couple of others as they've been on their way to work, and that of course will go on for several more hours. The polling stations don't close until around 10 o'clock local time in the evening here in London. One of the big problems or considerations for people as they go to vote is what is the weather going to be like, and will the weather put them off? I can tell you here in the UK there are going to be patches of rain and wind today. In some places perhaps even some thunder and lightning, although to be honest that's not that unusual for the UK. But there are plenty of rules surrounding voting here in the UK, particularly involving broadcasters. I can't tell you anything today about the candidates or their campaigning or any of the polls or what the results might even be. And I'm not the only one with restrictions, because as everyone walks into this polling station behind me, they have to adhere to quite a few rules themselves. There is the idea of taking selfies or tweeting or Facebooking is very much frowned upon. If you go in there and start talking about politics while you're in the polling booth, you'll soon find an official escorting you out pretty quickly. People aren't allowed to wear any politically themed clothes, so no logos. Apparently it intimidates other voters, and we've also been told that there's to be no rude words written on the ballot paper.
Sarah, I believe we can talk about security. Have they been stepped up? Because the election is in the wake of the terror attacks in the UK.
Yes, and this was a big issue for authorities as they were deciding whether or not to go ahead with the election. There were some calls to perhaps call it off because it wouldn't be safe enough for voters to go to the polling booths. However, the authorities have deemed it absolutely is safe enough for that to go ahead. But in saying that, there will be some extra police on patrol at some of the booths, not all of them. We believe the more high-profile booths will have police presence, and some of them will even be armed. In fact, as I'm talking to you right now, I can see on the road just next to me a police van turning up here at this particular polling booth, and I know there were 2 police officers in there earlier. So some of them certainly will have a higher security presence than normal.
Well, thank you very much for that, Sarah. Do stay with us as TRT World will be bringing you all the latest on the UK general election throughout today, and we'll be speaking to Sarah Monice.